German Village, small lots, narrow streets, and almost no new development.
Yeah, those were some of the characteristics that leaders of the city of Columbus at one time were calling blight, and they almost tore this whole area down.
And now it's one of the most desirable places to live in the nation.
Absolutely. So let's go tour German Village. Let's check out Central Ohio, explore the city. We'll help you discover the glory, and we'll reveal the nitty-gritty. You're joining Laura and Melissa. Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Melissa.
And we are in German Village, just south of downtown.
That's right, we're getting ready to tour this, but before we do that, please take a second, hit that subscribe button because we love making these videos for you. Laura and I were born and raised in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
And we're realtors, so we would love nothing more than to help you find your place here too.
That's right, but let's talk German Village.
Here's a look at where we're at on the map. Nestled just south of downtown, a highway bridge over Interstate 70 is all that separates it.
Yeah, but when you walk that block from downtown to German Village, it is like you step back in time. As you can see all around us, we're talking those cobblestone streets, and you're only a scooter ride from the State House or that 20-story high building. But when you get here in German Village, nothing is taller than 3 stories.
And I love all the character. I mean, look at the wrought iron, the brick, the cute little homes, the beautiful gardens. It is paradise.
It's a gorgeous area down here. It sure is pretty. But Melissa, the homes here tend to be a little bit pricier than the average, right?
Yes, they do, Laura. Actually, the most recent data for the past month, home prices sold for $320 to close to $2 million. And those are some small homes priced at $380 to $400 dollars per square foot.
And the one we're looking at here, that is maybe 3 stories. That's the tallest it gets here in German Village.
But I mean, you cannot beat the character of these homes.
Beautiful.
Oh, and look who made an appearance.
They are celebrating. That is funny. You know, the style here, we say German Village, but it's actually a lot of different architecture. It was built by predominantly those German immigrants that landed here, but they were using what styles were on trend at that point. So it's not necessarily German architecture.
Oh, you're gonna make me be the man.
Yes.
Hey, let's like turn our.
Well, you guys stick your head all the way
I know,
through.
but then look at each other.
Okay. My head doesn't fit. Okay, 3, 2.
Oh, ow. Okay.
My head is really stuck.
All right. When we talk German Village, we've got to talk history. National magazines, travel bloggers, social media gurus, they're all praising the preservation work that's been done here in German Village.
Yeah, it's truly national buzz. I've read articles praising the work here everywhere from National Geographic, Washington Post, and more. It's really talked about a lot. So let's take a look at that history. It was in the early 1800s when German immigrants began settling here, and they called it just the South End at that point in time. Fun fact, did you know at one point in time when Columbus was bustling, it was about a third Germans?
Wow, I did not know that. Did not know that. And actually those early settlers, they didn't have a lot. So, you know, their homes were small, their gardens were small, but they produced all the produce for the area markets.
Absolutely.
So they were hardworking people for sure.
Yeah. And Melissa, you know, in our video, we see a lot of times these homes don't really have a front yard. They're right up on the sidewalk. That was by design. These early immigrants didn't have a very large plot, so they strategically would build their house right off the street so they could save their backyard for the gardens you just talked about.
You know, and some of the houses that we've seen walking around, you can tell they were once two individual houses and someone bought two of them and kind of connected them. So that's kind of cool too.
You know, as we see things happen in real estate, there was a shift and a huge decline. This neighborhood became considered one of the biggest blighted areas of the city. A lot of social and political and other changes led to that, including World War I. At that time frame, there was quite a shift and an anti-German sentiment that really impacted this community. And another thing was prohibition.
Yes, so in the 1920s, it kind of took a further decline. And then again in World War II, we saw more decline. So around in the 1950s, they took 60 acres and built the interstate, and they were getting ready to demolish the rest of the area that we're here.
Yeah, there's like a glimmer that relates to life and to real estate. You know, this area, they already saw about 60 acres flattened, and the rest of what we now know as German Village faced complete demolition. It was going to be torn down. But a man named Frank Fetch and a few others, they went around and they didn't have a lot of money, so they would just resurface the outside of little cottages and slowly sell those off. And that effort, that small push to turn things around grew from about 2 people to about 200 to 2,000, and now
it's difficult to even get into the neighborhood. So yes,
yeah,
definitely. And we'll show you the Frank Fetch Park. So they have a park named after him, one of the people who helped bring this area back to life.
Right. So if you're thinking about an area, about yourself, maybe buying a home and something that's considered blighted but might have the volition to turn, you can be part of that effort. That's what I love about real estate.
It's time to have some food.
Yeah, if you're a foodie, German Village is your home. There are some awesome spots here, like, I don't know, Skillet.
That's where we're checking out today. I've heard all about it, but I haven't been here yet, so today's the day.
Check out this food. Hi guys. Okay, yes, we had a delicious lunch, but
yes, we got caught in the rain.
Yes.
So that's why we're in the Mom-mobile here.
Her van. I do not have a van.
I love my van, and I will get another van when this one dies.
Oh, Lordy. Even when the kids are grown and off, she's going to be cruising around in a minute.
My mom drives a van. She doesn't have any little kids.
I knew it. Melissa's mom, get you a convertible. You deserve it.
All right, but anyway, yes, we just filled our bellies at Skillet, and we wanted to talk a little bit more about all the treasures here, restaurants.
Restaurants are huge here.
Yes.
Nationally recognized, incredible taste right here in German Village.
Yes, one of my favorites, Barcelona.
Oh yeah, and Pistachio Vera.
I love Lindy's.
Oh, their sweet little patio.
Yes, I was just going to
Gorgeous.
say, some of the outside little places here are just adorable. So.
And then you could dip into Brown Bag Cafe, and there's even Mohawk. That's a very popular one here.
And, you know, I know we've talked about this on many of our other tours, Jenny's. They have one of those here too.
Yes, if you have a sweet tooth, Jenny's ice cream. I love it because it has your basics, you know, your classic vanilla chocolate, but then it's got like the bourbon and pecan or
brown butter almond brittle. That's my favorite.
She's got a jelly one. They have a whole jelly jam festival, I think, because her ice cream is so good and they had to celebrate it.
Nice. Yes, and you know, tonight we're going to try something new, my family and I, Bendy Walk and Bar. So show you that too with some video. Yeah, I mean, you talk to the locals here and everyone has a different favorite spot because there are a lot to choose from. There's Katzinger's, there's Highbeck. You like Planks. I'm not sure if that's considered German Village, but that's another goodie. Yeah, it's kind of on the outskirts, but definitely my favorite pizza if you're coming to Columbus. As you're seeing this gorgeous German village, it's mainly that red brick, sturdy homes with the wrought iron fences. And then you look down at those pavers, the brick-lined streets. We'll follow them. Yes, you can follow them to this beautiful gem here in German Village, the Book Loft. This bookstore is well known because it's 32 rooms filled with books. It's like a labyrinth of rooms filled with books. So I went there once with my book club and we literally just got lost in there. Oh, fun. So you dip off and start reading a little and then you just stay. Yeah, you almost like need a walkie-talkie or something, right? Yes. But yeah, my daughter and my husband, they often do a daddy-daughter day and they go to the bookstore because my daughter is a book lover, and then they get treats at Pistachio Vera. So, and it's not just us that loves it. It is actually one of the largest nationally known, independently owned bookstores. It's huge. Yeah. Lots of books. Get your read on. Take a look around. So the parks here in German Village are definitely worth a stroll. We're actually sitting right outside of Schiller Park. We're still in the van, protected from the rain. It is raining out there, but Schiller Park is gorgeous, and I hope that we can get you a little look around on a day when it's not raining. But you know, some fun facts to know about Schiller Park. It is the second oldest park in the city of Columbus. The only one older is Goodale Park. Schiller Park is named after a very famous German playwright. His last name was Schiller. He was super famous, and he did a lot of plays that are synonymous with that Shakespearean vibe. So here in Schiller Park, if you come out in the summertime, you actually might find there are still some of those plays that happen, and it's a free theater in the park. It's really cool. Awesome. Yeah, and then another little cute park is the Frank Fetch Park, and as we mentioned earlier, Frank Fetch was one of the men who was responsible for the rehabilitation of the area, and so they have a park in his name. And Laura and I actually went there for some photos for this channel, so we had a little photo shoot in that park. Snapped a few goodies there. That's right. All right, Laura and I hope you enjoyed the tour of German Village. Please take a second and smash that subscribe button so that way you can be notified the next time we make a new video for you. Laura and I are licensed realtors. We're lifelong residents of Ohio, so we know a lot about the area and we'd love to help you find a home. Yeah, and remember, Melissa and I love getting those comments from you, so if you want to toss something down below, we'd love to read it and comment back. Or you might have some specific thoughts or requests. Maybe you're moving to this area and you really want to see what we know about the areas that you're looking at. Shoot us an email. That's liveincolumbusoh@gmail.com. Great seeing you. Small lots, narrow streets, and almost no new development. Yeah, those characteristics, Melissa, are some of those that the city of Columbus, the leaders at the time, we're practicing, right? Yeah. Okay, I was like... Your face was like this. When we're talking German Village, we've got to talk history. Oh, so much history here. Take two.